And we're back. We're back. Right. So, last we left off before our little break, the chance meeting, you've entered into a kobold's den, met with the ambitious kobold leader who believed himself to be a dragon, mounted on his small pile of gold, and well, a failed intimidation turned into a brawl, and now, as we pick up the scene, the kobolds are standing down, wondering a little bit what's going on. Sorsha and Vroon, you're up on the pedestal, on the platform, basically, um, where a dragon. Oh, sorry, no, a fake dragon-winged kobold is sort of writhing, half his scales burned black. The two inventors at his side trying to struggle with the quite a few objects that seem to be moving from within, and sort of maybe backing up, taking the sort of, yeah, not sort of backing up, sort of looking towards uh, the kobolds have. I'm gonna just move them around the room as they sort of retreat to the safety of corners and yeah, let's move them here. You do I will say Gale, make me a perception check or insight, whether your choice. You're muted.
Yeah, it's basically the same, so
Okay.
it's gonna be insight. Let's go for
Okay.
insight.
22. Yeah, you notice that as they move along in the room, they don't walk in straight lines. As you can see, that there are certain spaces that, well, if they go straight, they'll move around or sort of go in zigzag, but none of them
Mhm.
seem to be walking straight in a straight line. Not
Mhm.
for long, anyways.
I'll look at Heinrich and say, if you have to step off the path, be careful about it.
On the, I'm gonna call it the dais because that keeps. It's not the dais. It's on the platform. So on the upper level. Um, the kobold is again writhing, and he is sort of slipped off this pile of coins and objects. You actually recognize that several of the large silver or bronze platters that were presented to you in the same morning. You can see that the massive jug, the sort of silvery and platinum inlaid jug that held the wine this morning. The wine has been spilt. But it's basically been thrown onto the pile. Um, the You can actually, as you look to the side, you can also see sort of remnants of the food that had been offered, where they just scrambled, ate. They took the offerings and basically added to the pile. They ate the food. Was I clear about that? They ate the
Yeah.
food through the silverware onto the pile. Um, Yeah, a quick rune. As you're looking down, you can see that you can see old coinage that might actually be from Omu, but or for Portnianzaru, but you can see the specifically cut dragon couple of dragon gold pieces from Waterdeep or from other. So they've been gathering stuff from adventurers that have been coming in clearly. Though a lot of it seems to be in the light that you see, a lot of it seems to be copper pieces rather than gold or silver. But yeah. For the past 2 minutes straight, this creature has been in a unending stream. You don't even know how it's breathing. Apologies, groveling. There's a lot of. Actually, you know what? Make me a. How would it? It wouldn't be a perception check. Let's go for insight. Both of you, make me insight. This is mostly to try and make sense of the gibberish that it's speaking out.
Who and who?
The 200 days, so Vroon and you.
Okay.
Okay, 12.
Perception.
Okay. Well, said. What's your score in insight?
Oh, insight. Sorry.
Just tell me what's your bonus for insight.
For insight, it's 8.
Okay, so same thing as perception. Not a problem. I'm going to give Vroon. You speak Draconic?
Yes.
Okay. There's a moment. There's something that he keeps repeating. There's definitely a lot of either flattery or stuff like that, sort of oriented, which is just, and there's a lot of sort of gibberish where he basically stumbles into words but there's a few things that come back, and he says, Asarak say Kakarol dragon, but Asarak lie. Yes, he lie. He's lies like, not me, not dragon, you dragon, not me, not dragon, not dragon. He said I dragon, but not dragon, not yet, maybe dragon, maybe someday, but not that, and just keeps going on and on and on and on. Basically apologizing, saying, no, you're the dragon. Yes, you're the dragon. You're the dragon. I'm not the dragon. Not me, no dragon. He say I dragon, but he lie. He did not tell you I dragon, right?
Who is he?
He said Asarak, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Asrak. I think he would use the word Akrak say.
Rings a bell with the book that I've read through. The person who was taking notes.
I
didn't hear it. I guess, right?
No, you wouldn't hear it. You would not this far. But yes, he's been told by a person named Akrak that he is a dragon, or soon to be a dragon.
Mm-hmm. And who is this Akrak?
I'm going to ask you to. So this is not a. I want to ask you to make you a perception, not a persuasion check, just so that he can actually hear that you are asking him a question. Okay.
Is that enough persuasion for you?
Don't get cocky with me, Missy.
Always.
Yeah, so on a 29. Bloody plus 13. There's a moment where he does it. Akrak. Akrak is power. Akrak is Akrak. Akrak say Kakarol come dragon. If serve Akrak. If take care. Put traps. Take cubes. Clean. Make traps. Many traps. We very good traps. And he sort of looks to the two kobolds on the side. The kobolds are going.
Homer Simpsoning.
Kinda, but no, one of them is sort of, and the other one is sort of looking at and sort of trying to make something. He's gathered the carcass of one of the burned skunk and is trying to see if he can make something out of it.
Oh,
So he's
God.
tinkering.
A crack, and I pull out a feather of the T-Rex.
The T-Rex's feathers, so the King of Feathers' feathers,
Yeah.
are about a meter and a meter and a half long. Where do you pull that from? It's either visible or.
No, I did pick one of those, but I didn't know it was 1 meter.
Yeah, they were at least a meter tall.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess it's in the bag of holding.
Probably.
Yeah, I mean, the smaller of the teeth is about the size of your forearm. Yeah. But I mean, yeah, you could have taken. You could sort of. Heinrich is the one with the bag of holding. So.
Yeah.
By the way, the ice has melted by now, unless you keep it up. But.
Oh, it's 1 hour, so.
It's 1 hour. Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah.
My bad.
Sorry, I just looked it up before the fight, and
No
I
worries.
said it at that point. You had a lot of things to manage, so.
I heard a minute. I don't know why. Okay, 1 hour. Okay, good. So, what was the so the yeah, again, he says Akrak is power. Akrak has asked has promised to turn him into a dragon if he serves well.
Well, since you attacked us, it would be only fair for you to compensate us. We need guides. Could you become guides?
To which he sort of he turns. He sort of looks up. He sort of stoops, half stands up from his place, points to the two that are right here. So to the two that are to the side right here, and basically says, "You guide now, you guide." The other one scampers off. The other four. There's a moment just as you turn around. There's one kobold there, and all the others realizing that now there's a possibility of them being designated for something, they flee. And by moving a piece of stone that was or moving cloth that was painted over to or wood and panels or whatever, they all disappear like that.
Such loyalty.
And actually, Vroon, because he's going to run himself. So I am going to allow you to try and see if you can catch him. So I am going to make me a, I guess, with dexterity or athletics.
Okay, I'll go for athletics.
But at disadvantage, as in he is scampering.
Okay. disadvantage. Roll.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to beat a 21.
For some
Well, no, I
reason-
gave him advantage, so I'm giving you. So yeah. So you roll normally, but you have to beat 21.
Hold on, because it's a 15. For some reason, it didn't show up.
Okay. So yeah, you manage to grab him, but as you grab him, but you grab the apparatus on his back.
Mm-hmm.
So the fake wings, and he just sort of rips out of it and jumps into a seemingly at first you think just he's diving into stone, and then you realize it's a tarp that's been covered with debris, and he's gone. And you are left with this one kobold sort of standing there, not understanding what's going on, because he doesn't speak common.
I think Vroon will just say in Draconic, like, it looks like you are with us now.
And then he turns and flees back into one of the tunnels that his friends are. Boop, boop. And you are left alone, seemingly alone, in this room.
Well, we have compensation right in front of us.
Yes, I guess you don't want your treasure anymore then. Is there a reaction?
Nope.
Let me at least detect. Let me detect if there's something magical objects present, and we'll give some coins to add to their pile so that they do not have a loss at least.
Sure. Okay.
So if possible, I'll go towards I'll go to the pile and see if there's something magical.
Okay.
Present or not. Just an Arcana check. Nothing. No detect magic. Just looking through the pile a bit and see if there's something out of common that I'm like, ooh, this looks magical.
Okay. Fair enough. Let's see. Make me an investigation check.
Okay.
Oof.
Wow.
Oh my!
Wow. Right.
Yeah. Never mind. So I'm more distracted with the many stabbing wounds that I have on me.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yeah, never mind.
I mean, it's still a 10, right? And we're
Yeah.
not in D&D 1, so there is no penalty for a fail for a critical fail. I will say, so most of this is copper. As you look through it, there's about, yeah, I mean, I could say 1,800 copper pieces. So this is a massive pile of copper. The only thing that you can maybe see is that the tapestry that was at the back. You can see maybe glinting of some gems that have been sort of put inside, but no.
Nothing what I notice would be magical or not.
I really think that with that investigation, is as you're just going, this is copper, this is worthless. Just by association, you're going, the rest must be worthless.
This is his show horde. Horde, sorry.
You just see me go through the pile. I give a very big sigh, I go downstairs again and hoping that I will not slip. So if you want me to roll something,
I want you to show me exactly where you step.
so here, 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 and then I'm gonna go back because Gale warned me that that there was funky stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you actually never showed me the way you went up, but I'm guessing it's the same way you went down. Yep. Okay, you're good.
Can I take a look also because I saw the goblins having like precious jaw, and maybe Heinrich was looking for something magical, while I could look for something more.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Heinrich didn't even put his hand in the pile. He just looked at it, kicked it, said it's copper, and just moved back. I mean, he did not spend any time looking at through it. Divine sense? No, nothing. Nothing
Didn't
comes
think
to
so,
smell.
but-
Nothing that yes, as in
Didn't think
Sorsha.
so, but always want to check.
That's very good. It's important.
Same.
It's funny. It's funny. The triple tens. 10, 10, 10 across the board.
Yep. No,
It was meant
nothing.
to be.
I mean, you could grab a handful of copper if you wish, or two, but I mean, as I mentioned, this is there's more than 2,000 coins sort of piled up.
We could
Like-
open up a portable hole and just shovel it into.
You could, yeah. I mean, technically, you could, yeah.
But-
Yeah, but that's like that's like asking for it.
And also, it's like what did you say? 2,000 copper or something like that.
It's 1,800 copper. Yeah,
Yeah. So that's like yeah.
It's beneath us.
that's 18 gold.
Yeah.
And somebody calculate. I think that's over something like 50 kilos.
Probably.
I'm almost in the mood out of pity to just put one gold coin on the pile. Like, oh,
Okay, yeah. You want to do that? Do that.
no. I'm staying next to Gale, and I don't move anymore.
Heinrich, do you want to do an insight check on Gil's mood as you're going back to her?
Yep. If you propose it that kindly, I'll do it.
Oh boy.
So it's not my day today. It's not my day today.
Look. No, but.
Do I get advantage on it because I know Gale a bit? Or am I that totally oblivious?
I think you are.
Okay.
I
okay.
think you are. So she's having a
I would have put the DC at 10,
yeah.
but I mean, you're not. You did not notice the crackling energy around her gauntlets. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
No, I mean she has a weird face, but maybe it's just the food of Cholt not agreeing with her right now.
I just put next to Gale. Gale. Are you okay?
I mean, would you even ask that question?
She puts a weird face.
With the 5 insight. Oh well, I guess.
She grunt. She puts a weird face. At least that I see. I'm like.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And with that grunt, I'm going to back very slowly away on the same road. And I'm gonna be like, I'll keep an eye out for things. And I'm like, yeah, no, this is a bit too much for me today.
Let's see. I have
and I'll just keep an eye out if something arrives or do something. And I stay in the middle of the road.
Yeah. Heinrich, I am not going because this falls under your passive perception. As you said, you keep an eye out. You can see that you are alone, but you are not. As in, peeking out from debris, trapdoors, hidden tunnels, hidden sort of hidey holes. You are being watched by sort of unblinking lizard-like eyes, and you can see the snouts. They are watching you. As soon as you turn in their direction, the hidey hole will close, or sort of make like they will scamper or they move about, but they are very much still watching you. Just any attention from your part has them running away.
Meanwhile, Vroon will turn to Sorsha and say, "You look hurt." And he
Oh yeah, she's hurt.
he puts a hand on your shoulder and heals you for 20.
And when you put your hand on her shoulder, it's probably like she realizes a bit like like the contact before you heal. That actually feels better.
Guys, can we go,
Thank you very much.
please?
You're welcome.
I just say again, very loudly, guys, can we go away, please?
Yes, please.
So it was 10, right?
20.
20. Ooh, very much better.
Oh yeah, that's
very, very much better.
That was all my. I've already done 3 lay on hands today, and this was it.
yeah.
Thank you.
The only massages that are left are the normal kind.
Yes. And then, like, sort of looks over to the pile of copper one more time, and then just goes like, "Okay, well, we're leaving, I guess."
Oh God, I can't believe it. 3 10s. Oh well. There was actually magic items in there.
Oh, I'm sure there was.
Probably, yeah.
I mean, Vroon was not going to also investigate after 2 people had already gone through it. That seemed a bit too meta.
And Gale wasn't going to investigate anyways, so.
No worries. Okay.
How's the weather looking outside? Probably still raining because it's not.
Well, you have to make it outside. Tell me, how do you, so you find yourselves again as you step out onto the level. It's
How many feet is it from until the door?
I'd say
60?
let's see. Actually.
According to the map, it's 60, and then it would be.
Yeah, I
20.
Oh, I think this part we did.
Yeah, that part
without
is not a
entrance.
problem. What I'm saying
Yeah.
is once you go when you're back up up to the bazaar basically.
Yeah, that's.
I would say about 60 feet. I don't know if. Yeah, let's say 60 feet.
Heinrich's gonna misty step out of there.
I look very politely to Gale, and I say like, I just said like, Gale.
Mm-hmm.
I just give my hand and say like, do you mind? And I offer my hand.
I'll look at you with a little smile and say, thanks.
And I'll dimension door directly outside
Oh.
of the storm for. Hey, she's putting a weird face, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put you outside in the rain. That's your happy place. And it's gonna be right in front of the door, but you see that Gale will be put in the rain. And that's it.
Okay. The storm is still the storm is very much still going strong. So let's put in the
And then I will just sit down in front of the door and give a very big, and I'll just look outside.
Sound of the storm made me look behind me. Like I thought there was a cat making noise.
Sorry about that.
Okay. I just laughed at that. Like when I realized what it was, I was like, oh my god. Yeah, Vroon will have to walk the old-fashioned way.
Okay. So as much as you kind of it's difficult for you to remember your steps, as in it's I mean, we've all walked through a very cluttered and messy room, which is you try to avoid where the mess isn't, but it means that you'd leave no trail. So I will give you, both of you, basically advantage, because you kind of know where things were, but now they're in a different angle, and Sorsha, you have advantage anyways. So I'm going to ask the both of you to make...
Rerolls again?
yeah, what did I say last time? It was perception?
3.
Yep.
Perception.
Yep, so let's say 3 perception checks. So 27, yes. So that's good. 21 and 24, okay. So that's 24, good. 16, good. And that's an 18. Okay, perfect. You managed to sort of avoid, now that you kind of know what they might look like. You sort of sometimes it's just with the tip of something you throw, and then you can see the trap, and then you see the trap explode, and you move to the side, and that kind of thing. But yeah, you make it outside without too much trouble.
All right.
And you find yourself just as the rain is just inside of this bazaar, as the rain is pouring down outside. So this does take a few minutes. Let's not beat around the bush. This takes 5-10 minutes to walk this short distance. Gale, what's going on with you as you are feeling the rain, the hot rain on your face, and the wizard right behind you, so looking at you, maybe a bit worried.
So right after Heinrich teleported us out, and seeing where he landed, Gale has a little smile, looking down at him, and she's gonna sit on a nearby stone near the entrance, but under the storm.
Wait, let me see if it's trapped. It is not trapped.
Waiting for the others. And looking very... She's thinking. She's... The walk out and well, the rain is literally cooling off her temper, and she's just thinking. So she's not talking to you, Heinrich, but she had a little smile, and if you wanna talk or say something, she's not looking frightening anymore.
I'll add Nugget while she sits down. I'll add Nugget to sit on her lap, and I give like a mental message like Be nice.
Nugget sends you back a message going, it's feeling, they're feeling wet, very uncomfortable, as this uni-horned rabbit is looking and going, the things I do for you.
I give a message
You
back.
can literally see all that fluffy fur is now drenched, stuck to it, and it basically looks like. I mean, you've seen rabbits, wet rabbits, right? They do not look
Rabbits.
good.
I have a rabbit myself, so I can imagine.
This is a wet rabbit. It is not fluffy. It is not cute. And it is miserable.
I just snap my fingers again, and I'll put I'll open like my shirt a bit, and I'll put rabbit nugget in my shirt. Put my coat around it to warm it up.
Gale
Gale
was going to as soon as Rabbit appears, as Nugget appears, Gale puts a hand on him and then realizes that he's getting wet, and there's a little ship water, over him regularly just to keep the rain out while she's petting him.
Oh.
And then I'll just look outside of the rain.
So she's really going like parapluie motion over him.
Doesn't really work.
I don't know.
Doesn't really work.
You're the GM.
You know what? Well, Gale is thinking, and we have some minutes before it comes. I'm just gonna send very quickly with sending.
Okay.
To my mom.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Mom. Doing fine. With everything I experienced, I miss you so much. I'm sorry for being a pain in the ass sometimes.
Aww.
And I just sent that.
Wow.
That's what I sent.
You're gonna get a response. It's just gonna be, now you realize.
I gave my best years for. I think there's.
And Gale, I won't hide it. Gale can hear it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I think I think you hear. Yeah, you notice that she starts answering, then stops, then starts answering again, then stops. As in she's trying to. She goes, no, wait, my darling. It is the life of every adventurer to discover their limits and go beyond. Please, I beg you, stay safe and come back to tell us your tales. Make me an insight check.
Can I have advantage on that because it's my mummy?
Sure.
Yes.
Mummy.
Mummy.
A 12. Okay.
Well, no. The difficulty is not necessarily. You don't have the micro expressions. You don't have the, and she is kind of a politician, so she can hide. But you can sense that behind those words, there is a very strong emotion that is being kept sort of bottled in. You're not exactly sure which one, but just the stammering at the beginning of the message is enough to tell you that, yeah, that message was her keeping it in check.
Okay. And I'll just sit in the door frame and look outside towards the rain.
Okay. I think this is maybe where Sorsha and Vroon, you come in, or come out, to be precise.
Well, I guess we wait out the storm.
Yeah.
Hooray.
Do we have still that hot cocoa drink that you used to make Vroondomon?
I have some things in my pouch.
Or do you have some mint, like that one tea that the grandma made from in the Port Nianzaro?
You guys want to take a short rest?
Yep.
Yeah,
I mean,
think waiting out the storm is going to be a good opportunity for that, yeah.
Vroon takes out his handy spice pouch and says, "Mint,
Let's find the spot.
cocoa, cloves." Like starts pulling out some specific herbs and like.
If you don't want to, stay in the opening of this particular bazaar, there is a small building right to the next, which has half a roof, which you could quickly investigate.
Yeah, that's fair. I think Vroon will definitely be like he feels a bit ill at ease with the kobolds right there.
Oh well, I mean, there's sufficient information for you to understand that you are not going to be bothered.
But still, like they might be listening in.
And
Or,
there is sufficient information for Gale to suspect that they probably have emergency exits and hidden exits in at least 5 or 6 of the buildings around them.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Let's see. Do I have it here?
Well, thank you, Arcane Recovery, because I just recovered my dimension door that I used to get out quickly.
Yeah, as you move into the little, there is definitely, you have to sort of shoo away a nest of giant rats that had settled there. But yeah, you can take a short rest nonetheless.
Is Sorsha playing and using Song of Rest, or is she busy doing something else?
No, if we're taking a rest, yes. She'll be playing something quiet, actually.
Okay. So if you are spending hit dice, you get an extra d6.
D8.
A d8. My
Wow.
apologies.
Everything is D8 now.
I might as well take a hit die. No, I mean, yeah. And
Or
It's worth it, I mean.
take a short rest. And then... Wait,
for
what?
for the poor wizard, it does feel good to get back to health.
I'm gonna reload my character sheet because my rules are not showing up anymore.
Okay.
I don't know why, but it didn't roll my hit die. I'm gonna roll it.
Just roll it manually. Yeah, that's I think one of the weakest features of D&D Beyond. I'm not exactly sure how those things work, so just okay, 2d8. So that's 9 plus your Constitution modifier, by the way.
Okay, so that's a 10. 10 across the board.
Good. So yeah,
Wow.
Oh. Oh. Yeah, that's not good.
It's
Nah.
fine. It's fine. I didn't lose that many hit points, but that is definitely
That's bad.
bad roll.
Yeah.
It's a sad roll.
That's a sad roll. The dice are not in your favor today.
Nah.
Well, I say that, but you still, well. Anyways,
During the rest, probably when the hot cocoa is ready and being served up, Gil will take a cup up to Sorsha, and while giving it to Sorsha, look at her and ask, Sorsha, are you alright?
What do you mean? I've recovered well from the fight, thank you.
That is not what I mean, and you know it. What was that with those kobolds? What happened to you?
You're gonna have to be more precise.
And that's when Gale is gonna do an insight check on you, because that's her thing, but she's also going to tell you that wasn't the Sorsha I know. That wasn't Sorsha Dragonsinger enticing and seducing a dragon into trusting and cooperating with her. That was a, power-hungry, vicious, and uh, power-hungry and power-mad person coming into someone else's home and asking from them all they had. That is not the Sorsha I know. What's happening to you?
Okay, you're coming strong here. I mean, I was trying to intimidate them. They are worshipping dragons. I was gonna try to have their cooperation through that BS, but it's true. I didn't want to kneel and to beg for help. I
You
did
didn't
that enough
have to.
already.
You didn't have to. You just had to show a little respect to someone in their home, and you could have seduced them. I've seen you seduce crowds of people. You could have convinced them. Why did you go for the intimidation and the authoritative? You're not better than a jumped up god or a representative of a god trying to intimidate everyone around him into worshipping them. That's not who you are.
Okay, um, I did that one time because that's what kobolds tend to do. I'm not a different Sorsha. Yes, it's been difficult lately, but just because I did an unsuccessful action right here, doesn't mean I don't know what you think of me, but I never tried to kill them. But yes, if we could have used them, yes, I would have. I get I was rougher than usually, but I've intimidated other people before. It's not my natural inclination. But we're in the jungle. My ways, my persuasion is not enough here. It doesn't work like it used to be in Waterdeep. It's not that I'm powerless here, but I'm definitely more weak here. And no, that don't pleases me.
I'm sorry. We've been concentrating on Heinrich because he has had a rough time, but I should have checked with you too. It's not good that you're feeling powerless and that you're having a rough time. We should have helped you. We should have tried to find something to help you. Or at least protect you, check in with you, make sure that everything was alright.
You have a lot on your plate also. I mean, maybe you're more suited to the jungle, but we're still in the jungle. We're doing what we can. And yeah, lately I feel vulnerable. That's a fact. And well, last night I had a visit, and well, I guess my day haven't been the best day so far.
A visit?
Yeah.
Do you
I'm
want
not
to tell
sure I
us about
want
it?
to enter the details with the kobolds nearby, but I think you saw that I manifested a few more abilities.
Yeah.
It just says there is a link.
I
Try not
understand.
to let it get to me, but I don't
I
know.
understand.
I don't know what to believe anymore.
Mm-hmm. I trust you. I know you know what you're doing. But be careful, okay?
Ah, well, thank you for your concern and your trust. Even though we're in the jungle, I'm lucky to have you guys. So I don't know if we would have been water deep. Things could have gone a wrong way, I think. So I'll take the jungle for now.
Okay. You tell us if you need help, okay? We're a family, we're a group. We'll be there for you.
I'll tell you more about it when we're in a safe place where we can talk.
Okay.
Actually, is the bubble soundproof or not?
Yes, the bubble is
Oh,
soundproof.
so we can.
Well, nothing.
The bubble is
no.
not set up. You
Sorry.
guys
No, no, no,
are.
no.
Oh yeah.
It's a short
next
rest.
bubble.
Yeah, it's gonna be a bubble scene.
Yep. But sorry for worrying you.
Well, the book said the guy was vain, I think is a term used in the book.
You just hear from a distance, yep.
You have to go another way, I guess.
Mm-hmm. After an hour, is the is the storm easing up, or is it still?
A little bit less than an hour. So
Okay.
you have your short rest. And yeah, you can continue on. You can definitely continue on your way. As the as the rain does, it lets up just enough so that you would feel that you could be moving forward without having to it's not too difficult.
Mhm.
Outside, you because we keep forgetting them, but outside, you meet up again with Kumari. You meet up with Artis, Orvex, Dragonbait. Um, by the way, I will consider. Let's do this now. You action click Laryl into being.
Thank you.
Okay. So that is that. Heinrich, I don't know if you want Nugget with you or whatever, but
I just want to add something quickly.
sure.
Um, Heinrich, when you get the time, could you send a message to Caleb, please?
I can do it even now if you want.
Perfect. Could you tell him to contact me as soon as he can? And yes, it's serious. And yes, I'm hungry.
You're angry. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's right. In the most cold voice that you ever heard from Heinrich. Greetings, Caleb. Please contact Sorsha. It is serious. And she is not happy. Sincerely yours, Heinrich, Junior Thunderstaff.
The answer that comes back is um the answer that comes back is one of the same tone, basically.
Good.
And the reply says, Heinrich, thank you for transmitting her message. There's a pause. I would not know what she is angry about. But let her know that we are fulfilling the task that she's brought upon us quite admirably.
So he doesn't know why you're angry and the task that has been given upon your family. They're doing pretty good.
When you have the possibility, just tell him the Genie. Contact me.
I'll send another message again.
Okay.
The Genie contacted her.
There is no reply. You wait for a minute, 2. No reply.
And I just give you know Heinrich well enough. You don't need to even roll an insight for that. It's like the first minute is like waiting. Second minute he's like giving a face like okay, and the third minute he's like giving a slight irritated, angry face. Oh, and I think you can deduce what happened.
I'm gonna scourge the face out of him. Face by face.
Sorsha, have you taken the habit to put the ring back on? You have the ring on?
Yes.
Okay.
But I can choose to let myself be contacted.
Oh yeah, I know. Except there is one person that you cannot refuse, but that is the nature of your dynamic.
I can, but I cannot. I can, but I cannot.
No, as in that particular person has the key to your door. I mean, he built the door. So, as you wish to move forward?
Yes.
Okay.
I think Roy just along the bank of the gets closer to the temple, and then from there we will have to see how he gets into the water.
Yeah, I think trying to get as close as possible to the temple outside of the water is a good idea.
Yeah.
For you land dwellers.
If needed to be, I can literally cast water breathing, so we can breathe underwater for at least a very long time.
Yeah.
So, as you come up, and I'll pull up the map so that people can actually see. So, where do you have your objectives, which are, I'm guessing this building right here at first, and then maybe this building right here.
Yep. And then lastly, I guess the one in the bottom. Here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting way around.
Yes.
Which building first?
So first
this
the
one.
one in front,
Yeah.
then this one.
I think we're moving over there.
Yeah. So in a sense, there's not a lot of water walking necessary. Let me just check. Yeah. So as the water is, from what you can see, it's murky. There's not a lot of current, at least on this side of the building. Most of the current coming down from the waterfall and seeping through the city is pretty much on this side. So it is not that difficult to travel. And if you take any sort of measure to sort of poke or prod and kind of thing, it's about knee high for most of you. However, Vroon, you having lived in Chult, you know that in these shallow, slow-moving waters, fauna usually enjoys
Mm-hmm. But
Living.
if it's only knee high for most of them, then it's even less high for me, and at least that means I can wear my armor.
Vroon,
Hmm.
can I go on your shoulder, please?
You can, Kumari can wade through this.
Yes,
Can sit
Kumar.
on their back.
Okay, so I'll have to put Kumari on the map.
Can Kumari carry double charge or not?
I would say yes.
Because I'm tempted to put our linguist on the back of Kumari too.
Oh, the linguist is
He has a
Yeah.
strength of 18, so
yeah, not a problem. Really not a problem. I just need to find
Because he's
Kumari.
still recovering from some exhaustion point, if I'm correct.
still, like we've had a few rests by now, right?
Well,
yeah,
he started.
but it was.
He had 3 levels of exhaustion,
Yeah.
so I think he still has 1. I think
Okay.
it's been 2 nights. I mean, how many spent? Wait, you discovered
It's-
him. It's been
We,
2
we
nights since
discovered
you.
him like all the way over here at the campfire. Like
It's been one night only.
No.
No. There
at
has been
least-
the sleep on top of the on top of the spiral
Yes.
spire here.
He was there. Yeah.
Yeah, and there has been the sleep in away from the after the Red Wizard's confrontation.
Yeah. So that's 2. So he still has
Yeah.
1 level of exhaustion.
Yeah. Alright.
Okay. Let me just get you in the spot here. So, by the way, I am going to. Well, if you, I am going to edit and put this player's journal. Yannick.
Yes.
Right, you should now have access to the Yellow Banner Company notes I just sent you. So reading through the, so you have some idea of who they are. As you are reading through the book, you have a better understanding of who they are. You can share
Okay.
that or not. That is up to you.
I'll be very, very deep in books and very silent.
Kumari. Let's start with Kumari. Okay, then Gale, Sorsha, you are on the back of Kumari.
Yep.
Heinrich and Vroon. There we go. I actually need to eliminate all of. Who am I missing? Nugget. Wait. Yep, I've got everybody. Okay. So, right, as you come up to the edge of this, of the bank, basically, and you can see that it is, the water has seeped through between, sort of seeped around this building, which is now completely submerged. Not completely submerged. It's inundated, basically. This structure. It doesn't take you much, as your experience, to know that yes, you are seeing crocodiles wallow in the muddy lake bed, from which rises a walled ruin. From where you are, as you arrive maybe towards the back of it, but you've sort of seen it. You can see that at the front of it are 2 large pillars as usual, but you're too far away to actually sort of make it out. So I'm going to place you here. The water is about 2 feet deep, so not enough for you to be in any serious danger, but enough to consider this as difficult terrain. You're about in 60 centimeters of water. Sorsha and Orvex are on the back of Kumari, and you are coming in from the back of the building. So let's have a look. Let's put it here, and you are here. Is everybody in?
Yes.
I'll have a quick recap. What did we know about the crocodile according to the other shrines already?
To answer your private question, Heinrich, we'll do that in a bit.
Okay.
Did we know that is one of the shrines to a crocodile? Actually, or not? Because oh no, it's probably the grung actually. In the water, right?
Whoops.
Okay.
That was not.
That's Kumari, yeah.
Yes.
So, no, as far as you understood, there was no crocodile god. The only crocodile god you saw was carried by a man on his back.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. That thing.
It was ringing a bell, but I indeed confused all the things. So, okay. So, until further notice, I will treat this as the grung temple. Except if any one of you guys want to oppose this, do you mind if I go in front?
Sure. Sure.
Okay.
Do your thing.
I'll step inside the enclosure where the walls fallen over. And just carefully pick my way through what's probably the fallen wall that's down there, and
Yeah, you can actually still feel the gravel as the wall's been pushed over either by the current or just simply the earth not holding it up anymore. So it's a bit difficult footing, especially since you can't see the bottom of your feet. The water is extremely murky, but you can see. And I'll actually reveal him, but you can see not too far away, sort of floating in the water in a sort of a pool with not a lot of current. You can actually see, you can see a crocodile floating there, just waiting, just a log basically.
Is he looking at us? Is he giving any indication that he has seen us, or is he just
Make me a stealth check. You are wearing heavy armor, correct?
Yes, but I also have boots of elven kind.
Yeah, so technically you should not be rolling. You just rolled.
No, it's a straight roll.
It's a straight roll. So
it's
12.
Just a 12.
It doesn't seem, maybe with the rain, with the whole thing, it just seems to be resting. It doesn't seem to have noticed your approach.
Okay. I'll continue just slowly making my way to him, but keeping an eye out on him, and waiting for him to.
You have seen. You did
reaction.
Notice that he is not the only one. You're not exactly sure how many there were, but he is definitely not the only one.
Okay.
What's your passive perception?
19.
19. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna reveal the other. Player token. There we go. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah. However, there were, at one point you do understand that you will be seeing. You will be seen. I can't hear you for some reason.
Sorry, yeah, because I muted. Sorry. Guys, are you following?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If Kumari
I-
is yes.
Don't see you anymore, but
How
How deep
I'm-
is the water actually?
2 feet,
I'm just over here.
60 centimeters.
I should still be in your. Oh no,
There's
it's
walls.
because we're
Yeah,
on
there's
the
a
other
wall
side
in the
of
way,
wall.
yeah.
Yeah, right.
I'll just stand there.
Could you, all of you, please make me a stealth check as you are walking up?
Sure.
And could you make me one for Kumari as well?
Yes.
Kinda thinking that you should be doing this at disadvantage because if you do not, unless you have a swim speed, but
Mine was a disadvantage.
of course it is.
Well, disadvantage
Yeah,
is
no
fine
worries.
for me.
Yeah, I'm looking at them.
I'm disguised as dinosaur skin.
Yes, could you please make me a stealth check for Kumari?
Yep.
At disadvantage because she's not a horse, she is actually a dinosaur.
Yes.
That's a 12.
So.
I mean, yeah, she seems to be doing well.
Me, not so much.
Yeah, your heavy boots are. You feel yourself now. All of you, you have maybe 2 feet of water. Vroon sinks in an extra 30 centimeters just by his weight and the sheer amount of because you are wearing your armor.
Yes.
Right. So yes, you are having a hard time moving about. By the way, Gale, do you have a swim speed? I believe as a Genasi.
Yes.
Right. So you are not in difficult terrain, technically.
Okay.
All of the others you are, however.
Yeah.
For those who are actually getting their feet wet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, you should have healed. And there you go. And Orvex, yeah. Okay. So, you guys moving down?
Yeah.
Nope. Shit.
No, because I trust my trident, but I actually don't know how many crocodiles there are because they're all behind the corner.
Oh, I see him now.
That's a big boy.
Yeah.
Do you want me to try something?
I mean, my trident hasn't seen much use with his original design, so I'm kind of thinking that a nice little animal command should
Yeah,
do
the
the
thing you
trick.
did with the fish.
Yeah, the thing I did with the shark.
Do it again.
Do it again. Do it again.
Take a big one.
No, nothing. Really?
Sorry?
Okay, you haven't
Oh,
been paying attention to the screen.
No, I was looking at Tide's Will for the wording for the precise wording. No, as soon as it would have moved, I would have cast Dominate Beast with Tide's Will.
Okay. So as soon as it starts, okay, as you
Wording,
cast.
yeah.
So go ahead, dominate beast. What does it do?
So it can I yeah, display in VTT. That was the thing. So it's one charge to cast Dominate Beast, save these DC 15 saving throw
What's
on a beast that has a innate swimming speed.
it has an innate swimming speed. I just need to know what the stat is.
I guess it's Wisdom, but
You should have the spell. You should have the spell in your spells.
Oh yeah, right. Okay, sorry. Since I'm in on my inventory. Okay. Yeah, Wisdom 15.
Wisdom 15. As it moves up towards you, you are lucky. Yeah, it is under your sway. For how long?
Let's have a quick look at that. For concentration up to 1 minute.
Yep, it is yours for 1 minute. And
Okay.
as as you pull out this beast sort of slowly moves up towards you. You can read its intent by you wave the trident, plunge it into the water, the wave goes through, and the crocodile just comes up to you, basically stops, and seems to be awaiting for command.
Okay. I'll walk up to him, say, "We have no quarrel with you."
Can it answer? I don't think so.
While the beast is charmed, you have a telepathic link with it as long as the two of you are on the same plane of existence.
Okay.
You can use a telepathic link to issue commands to the creature while you are conscious.
Yeah, I would.
So, yeah.
If there's a telepathic bond, if it's one way or two ways, anyways, it would communicate not in words, but in feelings. But there is a feeling of hunger and a feeling of desire to feed and to hunt.
Okay.
But you only have a minute, so
yeah, I
what?
told him, take your brothers and go hunt elsewhere. Far. Go hunt far away from here.
Okay. It is going to on that. It's going for a minute. It's going to go away. But I cannot guarantee that it will not return because if it does not find food elsewhere, as it knows it has food here. So I am going to I'm going to place it down here in the map as it moves away. You see it sort of exit towards the front of the of the shrine and move out. However, you do not see any others that follow it. Crocodiles are not a pack.
Yeah.
And as you turn the corner and you see 3 others floating near what seems to be large pillars carved with long-legged birds and needle-like beak. And and you can notice at the building's front slimy steps that ascend to an entry arch. However, before we move any further with this exploration, I believe that some of us are getting a bit tired, and we are going to leave that for next week. Right. So, Tide's Will came out.
Yay!
Good.
So, as okay. As always,
I would have given him food, but seeing the size of the beast, I don't think we carry enough meat for him to feed properly.
Yeah, no shit.
on that note, we'll see what happens next time. We still have a game planned in November, I believe.
Yes, we do. I don't remember exactly
Right.
one, but we do.
Because, as I mentioned, I think I mentioned previously, we will be taking a little break for December. So there might be still videos coming up in December, but I'm pretty sure there won't be many around the end of the month. So don't worry, we will be back in January with, but that will be discussed at a later point. So to all those watching, thank you for joining us. For all those watching the shorts, thank you for watching. To my players and those who join us, thank you for playing. This game means a lot to me, as we've discussed, and thank you. Just that. Thank you. You know how I feel with regards to that. So, on that note, we will leave you with Yannick.
Acid hurts in the face. Be careful, people.
Always carry around baking soda, especially when you're going into a Cobalt Slayer. Good night.